Hello everyone, my name is Reynaldo Bontje, founder of Sober Heart Solutions LLC, and this is my story. You can find me on YouTube at KingLeeEagle503 and Instagram at KingLeeEagle@birth, where I show real stories and pictures about education, advocacy, and lived experience. Today I want to talk about something deeply personal, my time at Portland State University, or PSU, and how the system treats transfer students, especially those in the social work field. This is my PSU experience, the hidden cost of transfer credits. In 2023, I transferred to PSU from Mount Hood Community College after earning my AAS in mental health, addiction counseling, and social services. At that time, I was married with 4 children, 2 of them mine, 2 of them stepchildren. My wife was also a PSU student, 1 year into her BSW program. Before I enrolled at PSU, reviewed my transfer from MHCC and Portland Community College. I thought, perfect, my coursework and practicum hours will count. After all, I had 480 practicum hours completed from MHCC, real field experience, and years of volunteering with the Northwest Indian Veterans Association, doing color guard for PSU's Native community events and others around the Pacific Northwest. But that's not what happened. When PSU finished reviewing my transcript, they accepted only a limited number of credits. They didn't count my practicum, they didn't recognize my volunteer work. They said to earn a BSW, you have to retake required courses and complete the practicum again, no matter what your prior experience was. I argued because I'd later seen my wife go through the same coursework the year before. The content was almost identical. One professor even recognized me from PCC in my first class and told the class, if you've taken my class at another school, you don't need to take it again. And she went and listed multiple institutions where she taught classes at. That's when I realized this isn't about learning, it's about duplication. Duplication means paying twice, not just for us students, but for taxpayers and the federal government as well. My first term I did the work, passed my classes, but by winter term I was drained. I asked myself, why repeat what I already accomplished? I told PSU should honor my completed practicum and casework. I should be in advanced fieldwork. They refused. They said again, only a specific number of transferable credits applied. I started losing motivation. In my final paper, I tried to use theories I actually believe in, like Freud, Maslow, Rogers, Young, and Egan. I was told to only use modern theorists from the syllabus. Adler was the only modern theorist that I would be willing to use. And so, out of frustration, I turned in a partial paper. Even though I had a completed one, I erased all the modern day theorists that I didn't want to write about, and only turned in the one about Adler and Adlerian theory. In that term, I got a C and a D. That wasn't about effort or ability, it was disillusionment. By spring term, I didn't re-enroll. I instead started to advocate. I created a slideshow presentation and presented it to the BSW cohort at our spring cohort meeting, showing how PSU transfer and practicum policies hurt students and wasted public funds. I emailed the head of the program, Alma, at the time, and even met with the office of the president and asked them to record a meeting, which they did. Weeks passed and no communication, so I started going back up to follow up to get more communication, to start a line of communication between me and the office of the president and the School of Social Work. One of the last times I went up there, I was threatened with trespassing just for asking a question. The campus police were called. I recorded the whole thing, and eventually they admitted I wasn't trespassed, but I was escorted out with the contact number and email, which is originally what I went up there for. That's what accountability looks like at PSU. That experience cost me more than tuition. It cost me my family. My advocacy created tension in my marriage, and eventually my wife left. In court, my efforts were exposed at PSU's Duplication policies were used against me as a reason I shouldn't have custody of my children. But I didn't regret speaking up, because this isn't just about me. It's about every transfer student who's forced to redo what they've already done, paying again and again for education they've already earned and learned. If you're a transfer student or social work major, or anyone who's been denied credit for your experience, I see you. We deserve equity in education, transparency in transfer policies, and recognition of real-world experience. Social work is about the justice and fairness, and it has to start inside our own institutions. If the story resonates, like, comment, and share this video. Let's start a real conversation about educational accountability. I'm Reynaldo Bontje, and this was my PSU experience.